Oh my gosh, it's glorious. It's glorious. Do you know what this means? It means that this damn thing plays pinball! Alright guys, here it is, the Sharpin Ultra tabletop pinball device. So this thing is really cool. It is running on Android. So it's running on this BE-Link GT King little Android box. And surprisingly, this thing is pretty powerful. The interface you get is this Air Mouse, which I kind of feel like is complete magic, and I'm totally stoked on how this thing works. But you can interface with the cabinet with the buttons too. So you've got up and down, and then you got enter and left and right and everything. But I kind of find this is the best way to interface with the cabinet. So let's get started. How do I get games on this thing? Well, first you go to the Google Play Store. So you'll need a Google Play Store account. And then what you can do is you can search for pinball, and you're gonna notice there is a lot of Android pinball games. The ones that I prefer is Zen and Pinball Arcade. So I preloaded Zen on here. So we'll go to Zen first, but if you go back to my main menu, you'll see I already have Zen preloaded. I added it to my favorites. So I simply just click on Zen and it launches the Zen Pinball app. All right, so Zen Pinball is launched. So I'm on my main menu here. Now, just so I can show you, you can use the buttons. These are gonna be your up and down. So if I want to go up and down in the menu, I can go up and down that way. If I want to go right to left, I can use my plunger buttons here on the side. Now, because it is Back to the Future's 35th anniversary today, I want to play Universal. So I'm going to hit enter here. Oh, actually wrong one. See? It's actually this one is enter. Enter is your plunger button. Okay, so we're going to go Back to the Future. Now keep in mind, if you're online, you will get all your local high scores. You'll get local high scores and leaderboards, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna say single player game, and then we'll launch this. It's that simple. In the beginning, you get this table overview that basically tells you about the pinball table. It kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of the play field and stuff like that. So if you want to just skip this and start, you can hit your plunger button, and it'll get started for you. This is one of my favorite tables. Now keep in mind, this is actually a toned down version of the FX3. So if you've played this via FX3 on like a Nintendo Switch or a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox, it is slightly toned down when it comes to graphics, but it's still really fun to play and it still really looks good. So we're gonna launch the ball here. You'll notice that everything is playing at 60 frames per second. So it's playing at the right frame rate. It looks great. It sounds good. This thing comes with stereo speakers. You will notice though, you do have to build this. So this is technically a DIY kit in the sense he gives you all the parts in the Sharpin Ultra, but you do have to build it yourself. He gives you this great Samsung 24-inch monitor. It looks awesome. He has some stereo speakers that fire out the back that sound really good. And all the buttons, everything's included. In this Sharpin Ultra kit, everything you need is included in it. So I'm having a lot of fun with this. So if you go back to the main menu, right? If I go back and exit out of this game and say go back to table guide, if there's games I don't have access to, I can buy those games. So here it shows you all the games in the catalog. Now if there's a game I don't have, I can go here and it'll actually be grayed out. If I want to buy that game, I can click on that game and just say buy, and it's going to bring up my Google, information. It says it's going to cost me $2. So the games are really affordable, and I just say one tap buy, and then what it'll do is it'll download that table to this device, and I'm ready to go and play it. So it's that easy to just add games a la carte. So you're not obligated to, let's say, buy the table with so many built-in games. It's just you buy the ones that interest you. So I like that because it's more of an a la carte, option versus, buying something that that might be rather expensive because you're paying for all the licenses in that device. Okay, so we're back at the main menu here. I wanted to show you Pinball Arcade real quick because on this cabinet, Pinball Arcade and Zen are the ones that work the best. So we're gonna go start. We're gonna go navigate to our owned tables here. So again, these are your right and left, and this is your up and down. We're gonna choose Lights, Camera, Action. Now keep in mind, these are older tables, and for me, they don't have that nostalgia value to me. I didn't play these as a kid. Nothing against these Gottlieb tables, but I'm just not as big a fan of these as, the stuff on Zen Pinball. Now you got your nudges or your top, and then your flippers are your right and left here. You'll notice that performance is really good on these too. So between Pinball Arcade and Zen, you'll have a really good experience. You know, everything's running at the right frame rate. There's no slowdown, there's no choppiness. The sound is really good, like I said before. The overall build quality of this Sharpin device is really good. And if you're watching this, you know, they have the Ultra and they have the Lite. Now keep in mind, there's actually something new. There's a Kickstarter that's actually going on right now where they're gonna offer this device in more of a modular fashion. And we will talk about that in final thoughts, and I'll have links. But the guys over at Sharpin actually are giving us a coupon code. So if you wanna buy the Ultra, you'll actually get about $100 US off of this device. So that's pretty cool. But I think a lot of you are also gonna be interested in the Kickstarter because it's sort of a simple package to get you started, and you put in all your own components.
All right, guys, it's final thoughts time. So what do I think about the Sharpin Ultra tabletop pinball device? This thing is really cool, man. He did a really good job putting this together, the Sharpin guys, and I do really like it. I love the fact that it's Android powered. This little BE-Link GT King thing is pretty damn awesome, and the little remote it comes with works great too. The build quality is great. Everything about this thing is really great. The one thing, if I had to give it a negative, is the price, and they are offering $100 or about $100 US off by using the coupon code RALPH100. So make sure you use that if you're interested in this one. But the guys at Sharpin are not stopping here. They're actually offering a modular device. So if you want to source your own components, it's going to be about $100 US, and I will have a link in the description to that Kickstarter. So I would really encourage you to maybe invest in that if you're like, hey, cost is a factor and I think I can get the parts cheaper myself. So this is really the only feedback I have was cost, and there is no modular option, but now that's been sort of solved. So I'm really excited for this thing. I'm excited to see where it goes. There's other expansion options too. So you can also hook up your Nintendo Switch to it. The encoder board this one comes with won't support Nintendo Switch, but you can go buy one. It's rather cheap. It's a decent price. It's by SJ@JX. I'll have a link in the description for that too. So you could totally build this machine out of a Nintendo Switch device at the heart instead of the Android device. You could also put your PC on it. The Sharpin Ultra is compatible with a PC. You could totally just put your PC on it and do that too. So I love this. There's so many virtual pinball products coming out, but I had to give this one a look because I really like the guys at Sharpin. As a matter of fact, props to Sharpin because I ordered this during COVID and it got lost. It got stuck somewhere, and he literally was like, "Oh my gosh, let me make this right," and he sent me out a new unit super fast. So thank you so much for that. His customer service has been awesome. I'd also want to thank Wicked Gamer and Collector. I don't know if you noticed, but I snuck some of his clips in there. He's a good friend of mine. He even has a video showing you how to connect your Nintendo Switch. So maybe I will actually have that at the end of this video as well. That's it for now, guys. Definitely let me know what you think about this device. Virtual Pinball is awesome. It's so much fun, and this is just another way to play it. So put your comments below. Let me know if you like it. Give me a thumbs up. If you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel and also turn on notifications so you can be informed of future videos just like this one. That's it for now, guys. We will see you on the next one.